What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I am here today to preview A Way Out. Now, A Way Out comes out on March 23rd on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, A Way Out is made from the minds who made Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which was actually a very, very good game. A little bit of an older game, but not super old. And this game tells a story of two guys, two inmates at a prison that eventually, need to use each other in order to get themselves out of it. They become close friends. They actually understand each other. They each kind of complement each other, and you have to work and find your way out of prison, and then what that kind of life is, and the journey after you break out of jail. Now, this is a really cool concept. I'm really, really interested in it. Tyler and I, this was actually the very first or second video we made at E3 2017 when EA had their press conference. We made a video just kind of analyzing the trailer for this game. It was announced there, brand new game, and it has a lot going for it, a lot that I think is going to make it a very special game, even if maybe it ends up falling short when it actually comes out, which I really hope it doesn't. I don't think it will, to be honest. The release date is a little bit in a crowded area. It's definitely in a crowded area. It comes out the same week as games such as Sea of Thieves, comes out the same day as Ni no Kuni 2, and comes out just a few days before games like Far Cry 5. So it definitely is in a crowded spot, but here's the things that set it apart. It's a co-op game, and it's a game, obviously, if you've heard the director talk about it, firstly, he's a very passionate human being, but secondly, he wants you to play this game with a person. He wanted to bring couch co-op back to the masses, and that's where this game ultimately stemmed, is you need to play it co-op, and he wants it normally, at least when it was first announced, to be couch co-op. Now, since then, EA has actually made a really amazing announcement. I know it's shocking, but they made an announcement where you can play the game online. Now, it's split screen, so you'll be playing, half the screen will be you, half the screen will be whoever else. But EA recently announced that you can have anybody play the game. If you buy the game, you send a code through whatever system you're playing on, or whatever platform you're playing on, and your friend can activate that code and play the game with you for free. They do not have to buy it. So really, you can play this game with two people, you and your friend, and only one of you needs to get the game. That is extremely cool. That is one of the better things that EA has ever done, I think, and that's one of the best ideas I've heard in the gaming industry in many, many years. So I really like that. I think that does build, at least it gives them a little bit of trust from us. I think we trust them a lot more, and I think we're willing to kind of accept maybe flaws of the games if I buy it, Tyler can play it with me for absolutely nothing. I think that's a way to make people very, very happy and happy with your product, so I'm very, very excited. And that's honestly one of the biggest features of this game, but it's also about co-op. It's about playing with your friend, and that's ultimately what this game is about. And if you've seen any of the gameplay, if you're watching it right now, obviously, but the game is centered around that, where this game is going to be very different than a lot of co-op games. You're going to be able to really tell your own story, and by me saying that, I'm saying, if you're controlling one of your guys, the other guy is acting in the world the same way as you are, but it's happening from their point of view. I can cause a scene in the cafeteria, say, and Tyler, as the other person, could just be watching and doing their own thing, but the events that I'm doing are still taking place in his world because he's in the same environment. This is extremely, extremely cool. It's very rare that you can play through actual set pieces or actual scenes, and it's even rarer that you can do two people. So if I'm initiating a set piece, Tyler and I can still play, and I may need to initiate something in order to draw attention away from the other player. Then the other player may need to do something. So I think this is a really, really cool mechanic. It really promotes teamwork, and it promotes communication, that we need to plan this out, and how are we going to do this? Who's going to take the initiative? Who's going to do what? And on top of that, A Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a very well told game. It has a very strong story, and I would expect nothing less from this game. I think this game is going to have a pretty solid foundation in a story element, so I don't think you have to worry about the story of this game being weak either. So the story should be good. The concept is really fantastic. The gameplay, as long as the gameplay works decently, this game I think is going to overall be a pretty fantastic game. I believe it's only $40 as well. It's not even a full price game. So this game really has all the signs of being a very solid game. Yes, it's EA. Yes, they've made some mistakes, but this game from one of their studios seems to really be turning things around. I'm very, very excited for it. I just hope it can stand out in the market, as I was saying earlier, of all those other games coming out the same week or the same 2 weeks as this game. It is smaller. It's a smaller game, so I hope it can get the promotion, and I hope people see it. But I definitely think the way they're strategizing it around how you actually play it, it should work rather well. Maybe Tyler doesn't want the game and he doesn't get it. Maybe he's playing Sea of Thieves, but I buy the game and I'm like, okay, well, you want to play the game with me? This is a easy way for one person to get the game and introduce a player who may not even want the game or may not even be interested in it and say, hey, I bought the game and we get a free pass. You want to play it with me? That's a genius idea, and that's going to get people that maybe have never heard of it just to play it. Plus, let's not, discount the fact that, again, it's couch co-op, it's split screen. There's not a lot of co-op games out anymore. It's a dying market. It has kind of been reinvigorated in the past couple years. Developers have tried to bring it back. A game like Overcooked, obviously, is one of the most fun games I've actually played in a long time, and that is a co-op game, and that's a blast. I think a lot of people stepped up and supported that game. So I think developers are realizing there's still something to co-op, especially because it's a market with not a lot of games, but a lot of potential if you do it right. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of A Way Out? Are you excited for it? Are you going to play it with your friend or anything like that? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. We do previews like this on movies, games, and TV shows every single week. Make sure to like and share the video, and I will see you guys on the next game preview.